Good morning, Facebook family and friends. Our devotional today is coming from 1 Corinthians chapter 9, beginning at verse 24 through verse 27, where the Apostle Paul writes, "Do you not know that those who run in a race all run, but one receives the prize? Run in such a way that you may obtain it. And everyone who competes for the prize is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a perishable crown, but we for an imperishable crown. Therefore I run thus, not with uncertainty. Thus I fight, not as one who beats the air, but I discipline my body and bring it into subjection, lest when I have preached to others, I myself should become disqualified." I want to use for a subject today, no wasted movements. And I draw that from verse 26, where the Apostle Paul says, "Therefore I run thus, not with uncertainty. Thus I fight, not as one who beats the air." And so the Apostle Paul uses two analogies to describe his walk with the Lord. And he uses it as a race and as a fight. And if you know anything about running or fighting, they don't like to waste any movements. I raced a gentleman one time who I did not know at the time had ran track, and I was about 10, 15 years younger than him, and for sure that I could beat him. But when we began racing, and I jumped out, took the lead, but he came by me, and he was running like a well-oiled machine. And I looked and I noticed that he wasn't wasting any movements. While I was beating the air and I was just trying my best to put everything I had into it, I was slowing myself down, but he was running in stride. He didn't have any wasted movements. And I watched boxers who set their opponents up because they don't like to waste any movements. They like to throw punches and counter punches and combinations that are going to be effective. And so the Apostle Paul is telling you and I to run and to fight with no wasted movements. Everything, in other words, everything is to be done on purpose. We ought to live on purpose. We ought to fight on purpose. We ought to run on purpose. We ought to plan on purpose. And so I want to encourage you today, no wasted movements. Whatever you set your hands to do, like the Apostle Paul, if you're going to run, run to win. If you're going to fight, fight to win. But wait a minute, let me just put a pause right there. Because in that 27th verse, I don't want you to think that he's talking about fighting the devil or fighting your co-workers or fighting someone on the outside. Because he says, I discipline my body. In other words, this is a fight between you and I. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes this flesh wants to do what it wants to do. But Paul said, I discipline my body. I bring it into subjection so that I might run in a way that I might win, that I might fight in a way that I might win. So I want to encourage you today, Facebook family and friends, no wasted movements. Move on purpose. Have a great day.